Alright, hello people of the internet. If you're watching here live on Twitch, thank you for checking us out. And if you're watching after the fact over on YouTube, thank you for checking out the channel. We're gonna get started and continue more Ripto's Rage. We played about 2 hours last night. We got through just a couple levels. I was having some problems last night with it, but anyways, we're gonna go ahead and get continued on with that. Let me just bring this down then, and we'll bring up the music for Spyro. This is Animusic. All of the music here is from Animusic. Check them out at animusic.com. Brock, yo, what is up? Thanks for joining us again. You were here last night as well. But yes, this is Animusic. Check them out at animusic.com. I still need to link them in the descriptions down here on Twitch, and I keep forgetting to do that. But it's in the YouTube video descriptions, but I should do that anyway. So anyways, yeah, we'll go ahead and we'll take them on out, and we'll go ahead and bring in the Spyro music, which I heard last night was a little bit loud, so I'm going to turn it down just a little bit then tonight, so it's not blaring here, so... that going there. Okay, we're gonna get right to it. Perfect timing, yet again. Memory card. These memory cards have been kicking for years, so hopefully they don't give out, because I've got all of my stuff on there. I do have some stuff saved, because I got the original PlayStation 3 that allowed you to play PS1, PS2, and PS3 games, and I did actually transfer a lot of my save data from my PS1 onto that old PS3, which doesn't work, but I could still get some of the memory off of it. Dusty. Can still get some of... Nick Pip, what's up? Still get some of the memory off of that if I really need it, so... But so far, these memory cards are doing pretty good. What is up? I got Brock and Nick in here. What is up, everybody? And I have a feeling Steel will be popping by here soon as well, so alright, let's just get right to it. Let's get to a level that we haven't done yet, and look at that right there, Crystal Glacier. Just like that, we'll start right out and get to a new one and end up getting one treasure. So I think we've got 2 levels left to do, then the boss for this, then we'll get on to the next level. Wait, here's the little cutscene here. Been a while since I've been here. Been real busy. What's up? What's new? Not much really. Just trying to get back into the swing of things here with streaming and trying to get videos out on
Spyro, the ice
YouTubes.
Has imprisoned our leader, Shaman Tuck. Can you help us rescue him? It is urgent. He has our tickets to tonight's hockey game in Colossus Valley.
But yeah, not much going on. Trying to get as much streaming and stuff in as I can.
If you get on the catapult, we'll help you across the
Nice, okay. I've got our first little one is due... it could be any time, technically, but technically it's due in about a week and a half, 2 weeks-ish. So... it could be any time, so we'll see. Once that happens, I'm not sure how much I'll be streaming, but we'll still get some content out. I didn't know they had a hockey in Spyro World. Yeah, they do. You actually play hockey earlier on in this game. Back when I just strictly would record videos and put them on YouTube and edit them down and everything. Within the first couple parts, I think in the first like 3 or 4 parts, there's a whole thing where you actually get to play hockey. You get to actually, I think you might do it again later in the game. But there's a puck and everything, and you actually scoop it up with your mouth and you spit it out into goals and stuff, and you've got a teammate, and pretty cool. I prefer in number 3 when you get to skateboard, and there's all the other things you get to do, which are pretty sweet. So we'll get to 3 eventually. We'll get a good chunk of 2 done tonight.
Watch. We'll help you climb climb this wall up ahead.
Nice. We'll get a good chunk of 2 done tonight. I don't have to be anywhere in the morning. I don't have a time, specific time limit that I'm thinking of doing tonight. So I may just stream for 3-4 hours. I don't know. Whatever we want to do, and if people want to stick around or whatever. I mean, I'll still play regardless, I guess. Even if there wasn't anybody here, I'd still play. Whether it be for 1 or 1,000 people, I'll still... Can I go down there? I don't know. Kind of forget these worlds. I played through this game, I think, like, maybe twice in my time playing video games. Number 1, I played through many times. I know that game like crazy. 2 and 3... I realize this is getting a little loud. 2 and 3, I'm not as familiar with. I mean, I love the series, but I'm just not as familiar with it, so I didn't even check to see what we got. There's 438 bad guys and 2 orbs here. Hopefully the internet stays connected tonight. Last night it was being a little derpy. Let's just back this way. Okay, never mind. Oh, watch out. Ah, I didn't want to do that. These guys can help us. Oh, I got money bags over there. Great, he's gonna want to take my money. Alright, I got plenty of money. There's Steel. I told you he'd be here. I told you he'd be here. Alright, money bags. How much money do you want?
Hello there, Spyro. I could arrange for you to cross this bridge for a small fee.
That's me. Why does that ding every time now? There we go. Alright, moneybags, what small fee do you want? 200? Oh, that is a small fee.
Thank you, Spyro. Now I can buy that condo in Hurricos that I've been wanting for so long. Go ahead across the bridge.
Look at all those exclamations. With the vodka. Nope. Black cherry water. Even though I could actually have a little bit of a drink tonight, maybe. We'll see how late we go. Thanks, moneybags. We can go down here, though, so let's go down here and see what we got.
This whole area.
Okay, yeah, I can't do that until I beat 15 enemies, so... Can't do that yet. Let's go over here, though. I can't get that guy yet over there because I can't do that. Not much. Happy New Year's. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Indeed. Cross the little snake guy go. Ooh, watch out. Why do I say watch out all the time? I realize that I say watch out all the time. I don't know. Oh, you didn't have that. Snowball didn't have that good of a homing shot on me. That was stupid. This one's not as like open. I mean, the worlds in this are definitely bigger, and there's more content to them than the first. But they're definitely not as like bigger as far as like scale of just being able to just run around everywhere. You've got to kind of stop and start a little bit to get some of these gems. Or I just don't know them well enough to do like you do in the first and just jet through everything. So another guy here. Here, boom, boom, nice. What else? Where's some other stuff? Point me the way, Sparks. Down there. Can't jump in that. That'll hurt me. So, does your wife ever game with you? Yeah, sometimes we do. We've got the Wii U and the PS4 hooked up out in the living room, and We definitely do. We play Mario Kart a lot, and Little Big Planet. She's not a big in. Oh yeah, she's not big into like shooters and stuff. But she'll play Mario stuff. We'll play Little Big Planet. She'll play. She's a big Final Fantasy online. She played that. She played Dragon Age a bunch. So.
Ow! You'd think those guys could have got me out of here without rolling a 2-ton snowball on
I could have
my
just
head.
done that. Oh well, they were all frozen. Duh.
Take this crystal. I traded some.
Wait. So how did you like The Force Awakens? I loved it. I really loved it. I loved it. I really liked it the first time, and then after the second time, I loved it. Because the first time seeing it, I was doing too much to try to pay attention to every little bit of it, trying to analyze it and listening to all the music and try to figure it all out. So the second time seeing it, after I knew all the stuff that was going to happen and got a feel for the music because I listened to the soundtrack the next day before I saw it again, then I was able to just kind of sit and enjoy it. So I definitely, if you've seen it once, I definitely recommend it seeing again, because it was, at least for me, was a different experience. And then all the other times I've seen it, it's still awesome. And I don't care how much it throws back to it being the same story as episode 4 and all that. I mean, yeah, I agree, but you know what? It's still awesome. How do you get there without having to go around that little... That was my biggest problem. I couldn't... Not like this was an area that I could just get to. Love the movie too. I almost cried though. I will admit, I did. Well, I don't want to give away any spoilers, but I did. There was one part that I definitely. It was emotional. I'll admit it. I don't care who knows.
I lost my pet snow leopard. I was busy fishing, and when I turned around, he was gone.
Okay, we'll find your snow. Bring back the snow leopard. He's right here. Oh, that's right. He only goes where the fish go, so I've got to wait for the fish to jump out of the holes, and then I can, yeah, but yeah, I liked it a lot. Definitely got emotional at certain times, and, definitely, I need to go see it, in IMAX 3D is the only format I haven't seen it in yet. Everything else I saw it in 2D, and 3D was really good. The 3D XD was actually really good. I actually liked it better than the 2D. I know they weren't shooting in mind as far as 3D goes, because it's not like they were actually shooting in 3D cameras all the time, or really for any of it. But it just adds a little bit more depth to things. How do I get him? I gotta get him coming this way. Forget how. Oh wait, do I have to? I think I've got it to get a fish out, and then I have to pick up the fish, I think, and then bring it over. I forget. Oh, okay. I think I have to get all of these for him. Then he'll follow me. Right? Yeah, there we go. He's following me now. Yeah, I call her Captain Useless, because they kind of built her up to be a little bit more than what she was, at least in this movie. In the next one, I think she's going to have a heavy presence. Spoiler if you didn't know. Sorry. I gotta remember that. I know it's been out for 2 weeks, but I don't want to give anything away from 8 from stuff that I know and whatever. If you didn't know, then I'm sorry, but yeah. Poe is definitely going to be a bigger role in the next one, and also Phasma will have a bigger role in the next one. But it was kind of disappointed that they built her up. They had Gwendolyn Christie go to all the interviews and stuff, talk about her character and all this, and you don't see her like shoot one. But anyways, if you haven't seen it by now, then she seemed like a weak captain. Yeah, a little bit, just from what they were doing. I mean, they had her give, you know, one order to troops, a single word order, and they had her order Finn around just for a minute, and then she gets bullied into doing something. So I think that's actually the only area that I need to be over here. Is just this, yeah. We'll see. Kylo was kind of weak too. There's more to Kylo than there is on screen, really. I think his character was actually really good. It's just because of the way he's playing the character and everything. Wait, are we talking about Game of Thrones? We are talking about Game of Thrones. Yes, of course we are. I don't know where to go. What do I... Oh, wow. Okay, so we actually are almost done with this. So I only have 70 more there, and... Oh, because I got to go to that flying thing. That's right. Oops, well, didn't mean... Oh, yeah, I thought that was it. That's why I like Kylo. Lightsaber battles weren't overly choreographed. Yeah, they were more of the classic style. She had the two hands on it at all the times. And it was more about the emotion behind it. I mean, as much as, you know, Rey and Finn, you know, fought against Kylo, they both actually really got their butts kicked until, spoiler, until the end, really, there, where she kind of does stuff. But I mean, Finn held his own for a little bit, but he pretty much was just playing defense the whole time. But yeah, I like the fact that they weren't overly choreographed, and it was more about the emotion behind it and just trying to fend for your life and everything. So, what else did you say? They look like they were struggling. Star Wars needed that. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Can't wait for April. Yeah, I know, for the DVD or Blu-ray, whatever. I think this movie was a build-up for what's to come. Yeah, and that's the thing is people want to, you know, rate this movie and give it a, you know, rating or review and stuff. You can review the movie, but really it all comes down to, because we're used to, at least for the past 30 years, we're used to rating the whole, you know, original trilogy and then the whole prequel trilogy. Really, I'll look at this once all three of them actually are all out. I'll be able to look at them as a whole. And oh, I knew Game of Thrones. Is that what you were talking about for April? I thought you were talking about the Blu-ray that's going to be out in April for Star Wars. So, I kind of lost what I was talking about there. But anyways. But yeah, anyways, I don't know. I like looking at them as a whole. But once all three come out, because people were upset mainly just because of like different plot holes and things like that in this one, it's like, well, yeah, I mean, there's going to be a little, I mean, as far as not really plot holes, but as far as just like questions. I mean, of course they're going to have questions because, I mean, it's not just one story and that's it. It's going to be a whole trilogy, of course. And people know that, but yet they want to complain the fact that not everything was answered and there was things that weren't done correctly and this and that, and yeah, whatever. Wow, I can't get these guys very easily. There we go. Any idea what to expect from Rogue One? I think it'll be pretty good. There hasn't been a lot like leaked or anything on it right now. Once the stuff got leaked for episode 7 that Disney once stuff got leaked for it, Disney really then tightened up on security and things. That's why we haven't really heard anything much about it except for the base storyline. We don't really even know characters' names. At least I say it from my perspective, because I'll be honest, I follow spoilers and stuff. Not too much, but just enough to kind of wet my palate. So Rogue One, I really don't know much about. They pretty much are almost done shooting, and there hasn't been really any like photo, set photos or anything like that that have been leaked out. So they're doing a pretty good job on it. I mean, as far as what to expect, I mean, I expect it to be pretty good. I mean, we're still gonna have ILM behind all of the CG and stuff. We're gonna have, I don't know who they're getting to orchestrate it though. What's one thing I don't know. It'll still have the Star Wars feel. I mean, it's gonna be a little bit different because it's gonna be a little more gritty. It's gonna be, a kind of like a war story. It's gonna be a lot of the cast for the movie. Extras and stuff are actual like Marines and Army and Navy SEALs and stuff, where they have these trained people that know what they're doing, because it's gonna be that whole kind of Army feel where they're going in and trying to get the Death Star plans and fighting against stormtroopers and stuff. So I think the spin-offs are going to be pretty good. I mean, they're not going to be, I don't think they're going to be as classic as the movies, the regular movies, but I think they're still going to be good. They're going to be able to tell the story because it's still done by the Star Wars story arc people with Pablo Hidalgo. So it's all going to be canon. It's all going to be cohesive with everything. So, I mean, you can't go wrong with, more Star Wars. Even if it's not spot on, it's not the best thing in the world, it's still going to make a bunch of money, and it's still going to be Star Wars, so... I mean, we're not going to probably see any lightsabers or anything like that in it, but it'll be cool to see the story of, the true story behind the Death Star plans and everything, so that's kind of cool. And we are officially 6 away, and we are done with this level. Let's use Sparks and see where the heck we're supposed to go. Can't fly up there. Of course they wouldn't let you do that. Oh, I can do this, though. Alright, Sparks, point me in the direction I need to go here. Where am I going? It's that. Oh, right there. But I'm so excited for a Boba spinoff. Yeah, that hasn't been entirely nice. What's the word I'm thinking of? Confirmed yet? I mean, it's pretty much going to be that. I mean, Kathleen Kennedy herself says, the character of Boba Fett's not done yet. In response to if he really did die in the Sarlacc pit, because of some of the comics and stuff, or one of the books leading up to The Force Awakens had people find his armor. So people are thinking if he's not really dead or not. And the spin-off, which is pretty much probably going to happen, is going to be talking about his background and everything. Same with the Han Solo movie, it's going to be back before episode 4, so that'll be pretty cool. That will be cool. We'll have to wait till, what is it, 2020 for that third spin-off movie? People want it to be an Obi-Wan spin-off, which Ewan said he would come back and do another Obi-Wan movie, so that would be kind of cool. But, yeah, it's going to be, I think, until 2020 for that third spin-off movie, so... Anywho, we're down to